Focus, faith, and consistency in obedience, prayer, and scripture study.
How much are you
No, we're just making sure we understand how it all connects together. We're ready.
Okay. So the ladder is also an important symbol in the fact that if it's not facing up, it can just be a hindrance. And if the ladder is between two chairs, for example, it's a gate if it's stopping you. So we need to be able to build up and continue going up. So our next step is temple attendance. I think Lydia showed a really good example. Lydia, do you want to talk about your temple attendance?
Come forward so they can see you.
Speak loud.
Yeah.
Come forward, Lydia.
Yeah. Tell us how temple attendance has affected your life and what you've been doing.
Actually, going to the temple St. George, I feel like there's like a different feel than what I'm used to because I go to the Phoenix Temple like every day. And I kind of like that, and it kind of helped me refocus because sometimes I go with like my friend group. I feel like we can be like, not like we're not reverent, but we could be more reverent, I feel like, and I personally could be more reverent, and I feel like just going to the temple helps bring like peace to your day, and you're able to just have more peace and like more direction in your life.
So you've been going to the temple every Friday with your friends for a long time. That's great. Anyone else have anything about the temple experience and how it's affected their life? I mean, definitely me and Caleb are gonna have a lot more involvement in it coming up when we take out our balance.
I think I like the temple. That's why I scheduled for the adults. We're gonna try to go do ceilings, and it's been really special to kneel with my siblings in the celestial room and be together with them. It helps give me an eternal perspective.
There's reverence, right? When we go to the house of the Lord, it is the house of God. And so it takes this feeling of being in His presence, or a feeling of reverence or quiet dignity. It helps us take that feeling out into the rest of what we do. And that's the part.
So that's that example for us. Definitely shows us how we can live our life going forward. So next we have service, helps us to use faith. And I think service has been a very important part of my life. I've been able to do a lot of service hours through JROTC. I've been there for 4 years and averaging usually about 50 hours per semester. And you know, it's really fun to be hanging out with people you're hanging out with, but then you see the impact you're making when you're serving the community and the people you're able to bring joy to. I definitely think that's what, being a senior, I realized that's kind of what makes our unit stand out, and that was like the most important thing. It's not getting our unit shut down because we're down on people, and it really shows how the little acts of service can be so important because they really have an effect, and we had the community behind us when needing their help. And the district and the school board saying that our program was great and they really enjoyed it in our school, and that was mostly because of the service we were able to do. I think service, as the grandma was saying, helping us to think straight. It gives us that eternal perspective of when you're serving your fellow man, you're serving God. And I definitely think that is really important to recognize. It's really easy to get selfish, and especially like as a teenager, you know, everything's more about yourself. But if you're able to serve and forgive yourself, which, you know, I feel like that's a big part of the mission, is being able to just put yourself aside and just become fully almost a different person that's just committed, and that's how you're able to be successful. And I see it in the missionaries that I work with in the French board. It's just like, it's weird because now that I'm about the same age as them, it's like, wow, like we're the same age, you know? You can be like one of my buddies, but they have a like total composure that's just their fully representing Christ and serving others, bringing others unto Israel. And I think that's super important to what makes missionaries missionaries. And I say that in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.